Hi, we are on interim test number 2. Remember, this is all the CASP practice to make sure that you are awesome. Class, remind us for question number 1. What are the 2 things that have to happen to be a proportional relationship? What has to happen? Say it out loud. It has to be a straight line, and it has to go through 0, 0, point of origin. Excellent. Thank you. These 2, when we graphed them, B and C did, but A and D did not. Matter of fact, when you graph this one, every time they're squaring the x. 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, and that's going to turn into a parabola, a U-shaped looking thing. So that's not a proportional relationship. Okay, question number 2. We did some work on this, but there's actually a mistake. So I need you to do error analysis. Remember that error analysis, whenever we have those red X's in the book, it's worth 10 times the brain power. It's really good for you. So let's do this. Maria's trying to decide which of 2 winter coats she should buy. The blue coat usually costs $48, but it's on sale for 25% off. That's a nice sale. What's another way to say 25%? What's the fraction for 25%? 0.25. What does it equal as a decimal? Oh, sorry, that was wrong. Decimal is 0.25. What does it equal as a fraction? 1/4. Very good. Those are great from your most common fraction decimal percent. Keep those. Those are worth points. You want to make sure that you have those for next week before the CASP test. We were going to check all these things. Okay, the black coat usually costs $56, so it costs more. That's what I'm noticing first. The blue coat is $48. The black coat usually costs $56, but it's on sale for 40% off. That's a greater sale, 25% versus 40%. And then they tell me something in the question. How much less is the sale price of the black coat than the sale price of the blue coat? So tell me, class, which coat is cheaper? They tell you in the question. Which coat is cheaper? Black or blue? Black. How much less is the sale price of the black coat than the sale price of the blue coat? So we know the black coat is going to cost less. Now, if it's 25% off, what price do you pay? 25% off, but what price do you pay? What's a total amount? What's the total percent if you're talking percent? Percent means per 100. Great. So take off 25%. You're going to pay 75%. So everybody, please make sure you've written that down. Everybody's using colored pen. Brighter than the work that you've been doing. This is on your graph paper because we're showing all your work so beautifully. So 75% is what you're going to pay. 75% equals what is a decimal? 0.75. Beautiful. 0.75. You're going to multiply it times 48. 75% of $48 is 0.75 times 48. And that equals $36. If it's 40% off, what price are you going to pay? 60%. 100 minus 40 is going to be 60. 60%. What does 60% equal as a decimal? 0.6. Great. We're going to take 0.6 and do what? Multiply it times what? 56, the original cost of the black coat. And that gives us 236. A boy earlier today started off saying that the coat cost $2.36. Would that make sense? No, he instantly figured it out. He instantly figured out, oh no, a $56 coat couldn't go down to $2.36. So he changed, he said, no, $23.60. Then we decided to see the question, how much less is the sale price of the black coat than the sale price of the blue coat? So what are you going to do with the 2 numbers, the $36 and the $23.60? I heard it. Say it out loud. Subtract. So we subtracted, but look what happened. Our answer is not one of the choices. It's close to 2 of the choices, this one and this one, but it's in between them. It's not right. So we made a mistake. I need you to look back and find the mistake. First person to find it gets a scan. Also, I can name you by your first names, so you will get the chance.
Instead of 23.60, isn't it 33?
Why, Chris? It's 6 times 5, right? And then we're supposed to carry a what? A 3. So 6 times 5 is 30 plus 3. Not 23, 33. Nice. So we found that. Same goes for you guys. When you have a boo-boo, thanks, that's worth a scan, and I appreciate you. When you have a boo-boo, just go back and find it. So we're now going to subtract 33, and that means the answer is $2.40. Which choice is that, A, B, C, or D?
A.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Clicks are precious. Are you positive?
Yes.
Yes. Go back to A and mark it. I'm not sure if it puts a check mark, if it fills in the bubble, whatever it is, but that's the only one. These are no, no, no. Okay, next question, number 3. Great job. Okay, number 3 gives you a picture. Whenever you get a picture, take a few seconds to read everything about the picture. So don't do anything right now. Read all around it and see what information we know before you even read the question. So at the top we've got cost of what? Rice. So this is a chart about rice. Okay. The x-axis is the amount purchased in pounds. So this means like 1 pound of rice, 2 pounds of rice, 3 pounds of rice, so forth. This is the cost in dollars. So this is $1, $2, $3. Okay. Now we're ready to read the question. Which equation represents this relationship? Okay, these are the choices. I'm guessing P stands for pounds. That would make sense. And then this is showing that it's going to be 8 times P to get the cost. That means the rice costs $8 a pound. Rice isn't that expensive. I don't think that's it. This is $3 per pound of rice. I don't think rice is even that expensive. 1.6 pounds. Okay, $1.6, that's like $1.60 for a pound of rice. That sounds okay. And this is 62, if I move the decimal twice, this would be 62.5 cents, 62.5 cents per pound of rice. Well, rice is not that expensive. So maybe, but where I look is up in the chart. Okay, so I'm looking here in the chart. I'm going to find one point that I can see easily. In pounds, if I went for 1 and I followed it up, it would be right here. Then I follow it across. It's between $1 and $2. Class, which is the only one that has the coefficient between $1 and $2? Which choice? A, B, C, or D? 1.6, which is choice B. Right. So choice B is it. Yeah, this means that it costs $1.60 per pound of rice. And that makes sense. That's reasonable. Okay, maybe it's nice rice. Special long grain, wild, organic rice. Okay? We don't know. Question number 4. During a 20-kilometer hike, Deanna consumed, what does consumed mean? Eats. She eats. So if you don't know a word, just take your best guess. But if you can write it in, go ahead. Deanna consumes 3 3/4 quarts of water. Oh, I guess it's drinks. She drinks. It's eats or drinks. 3 3/4 cups of water. Cover. Thank you. What was Deanna's average water consumption in quarts per kilometer? Okay, so let's look at it. We have so far kilometers and quarts. So we've got everything we need. So we need to find quarts per kilometer. So this is going to be a proportion. You label to set up just fine. Since the quarts are on top, we're going to label QT on top and kilometer on the bottom. Okay, if she drinks 3 3/4 quarts, I'd like to change this to a decimal. Who can tell me what is 3 3/4 as a decimal? Okay, the 0.75 is going to be for the 3/4. What about the 3? 3.75. Nice. Beautiful job together. Both you guys get scans. Now, 3.75 is going to go on the top for how many total kilometers did she go? 20. That was the total. Now, you need to figure out what was her average water consumption in quarts per 1 kilometer. So you need to figure out per 1, and that's going to be an N. To get from here to here, you divide by 20. Shh. So you divide 3.75 by 20, and that will get you your answer in quarts per kilometer. We'll pick it up right there.